heading into game 4 out of the best of 7 show match between AoEIV, aka DoubleDBChoi and Blade55555. For the match point in terms of Blade side of the game, we're heading into the possibly last game on Dry Arabia for these players, with Blade spawning on the north side of the map playing as the French, and on the south side of the map we have Choi playing as the Abbasid Dynasty. Relatively open map. This is the basic of the basic maps, Dry Arabia. Everything is relatively evenly spawned. Everything is relatively open. So it's kind of fair game in terms of both players just having that advantage, having like a little bit more open opportunity on the map. All right, let me start a prediction for you guys. I see that the chat wants prediction. Prediction is on for y'all. So you have another prediction. House of Wisdom placed down for Choi. You know, only 2 landmarks for the Abbasid Dynasty. They don't deserve any more than 2 at this point. So they have this giant tank of a landmark. And I think it's going to be quiet. Both of these players have kind of done a really good job of kind of mirroring each other in terms of aggression. And kind of like waited for a point where they both go head to head. So I wonder if that's going to change in this round, but both players are equally going up at the almost exactly same time. Blade will probably get up just a little bit sooner because he has that control with his villagers, going up with 6 vills on his School of Cav right now. He will have that advantage and have a chance to get those knights out way before Choi gets up to the next stage, just because he's on that timer, you know? He can't increase the speed of that, his landmark going up if you're playing as the Abbasid. Yeah. And just a lot of scout harassment. I think, like, you know, with this matchup too, I like this matchup. I think that Abbasids have a good answer for French, and Abbasids can be really scary for a French player, especially in the early game if they time it right and build up just enough, like, of the right military production buildings. Yeah, I think he might go barracks. I'm not sure. I think you do need to go barracks earlier. Yeah, he didn't go actually early wheelbarrow either. This is probably gonna be a normal time up for wheelbarrow, like, since I feel like, yeah, I'm not sure what he's gonna decide to respond with. I mean, it is nice playing as the Abbasid if you do go down with a barracks a little bit earlier. You obviously have spearmen out on the map, and you can just use them to protect some of those little more exposed points, which are vulnerable to a player who's playing as the French. But unfortunately, it's just going to take a little bit more time to get that up. He is pulling all of his villagers over here to wood. I think he realizes he does need to respond quickly with that. He did just queue up wheelbarrow. He just got enough gold to get wheelbarrow, so that's coming through for Choi. On the northern side of the map, Scout is doing a little bit more harassment on the gold, bringing in a second Scout, going straight for this one villager. And so if Blade will eventually have to pull these villagers back, and it looks like the first knight is making his way out across the map. Spots the woodline going in for a charge. Doesn't go in for a very good charge, just gets a little poke on a villager, and is gonna have to swing back around because he is underneath that TC fire. Choi turns right around, goes back to the wood line, and I think he has got his barracks already ready to go, so he'll have a couple spears in some of the exposed areas, which I guess would be his gold and this wood line as well. Obviously hasn't gotten the upgrade to hardened just yet. Has fresh foodstuffs, had to check that, make sure that he has fresh foodstuffs. And we're gonna get a second TC coming in from Blade, as we see several of those villagers out on the stone early and more than usual on wood. Knight is trying to do a little bit of a push. Did actually get a kill on one of the villagers. I think that might have been one of the weaker ones that he had hit earlier. But there are spears now out on the map. Will the scout make it home? Makes it home on time. Spears are getting pulled out towards the front gold. I don't know where they're headed. I'm not sure where they're headed, but that knight's gonna swing around and probably spot out this food and do a little bit more harassment. Obviously, Blade is responding with that second TC just because he is playing against Abbasid. Choi is just going on stone right now, so his TC age up will be a little bit, or a second TC getting placed down will be a little bit slower. And that knight did get another villager kill. Choi is a little bit pinched right now, especially since like he has a lot of exposure and he did send his spears all the way out to the front lines to do a little bit more harassment. So he is getting Blade off that stone, but yeah, he got Blade off that stone, but not in time. He got Blade off the stone, but not in time to deny that second TC getting placed down. So Choi's gonna have to catch up in terms of villager production. And we see a archery range getting placed down for Blade right now. In the line of sight though for these spears, gonna have to pull off of it just now and then moves back. Luckily for him, he is underneath the TC fire. One of those spears gets taken out by Choi. A little bit of head on with this knight. Knight gets pulled back, trying to protect it, and that archery range is placed down safely. Perfect counter, and it looks like Choi is going back to his main base. Second TC has been, enough resources have been gathered up. Going over by the berry bushes and placing down one of these mills. I think this guy's gonna be in the fire. Not sure of the TC, so he's gonna have to get pushed off right now. I do like this placement because he protects both those berry bushes. That's really good for Choi, especially when these knights are starting to raid more of the base. He did wall off this choke point and has one spear here. He's ready to go. Oh no, I'm like out of water. Stable is placed down also by Choi, and that's what I'm saying is scary for the French. When the stable gets placed down and you get some of those counter raids that are really strong. Like I said, that guy was spotted out and is quickly taken out by the TC. Knights did make their way around the other side. Oh my gosh, that spear is just like, was just set up the wrong way. He was like standing ground. But if you stand ground the wrong way, not good. I think a couple of villagers got lost by Choi. Choi is sitting at 28, where Blade is climbing the ranks in terms of villager count and is at 35. Has 7 knights on the prowl. Second stable getting placed down by Choi. No phalanx just yet. This is really great for an answer to some of those knights. They do have like a longer spear, so their attack range is a little bit longer than normal, and that helps a lot, especially when your gold is exposed like this. No gold income for Choi just yet, but I don't think he's really worried about that or focused on that since he's building up more of a cheaper army. Yeah, and we got a lot of spears over here taking over that choke point. Knights making their way out across the map right now too, trying to protect several of these guys. I don't know where they're headed. I think they're actually, oh, they're probably gonna go get this boar in the corner. So that means it looks like Blade is kind of spreading out his base just a little bit because he is low on several resources. He hasn't been particularly aggressive, like towards actually pushing in towards Choi's base. He's just doing some raids here and there. And we see a group of 4 horsemen making their way out across the map to Choi's base. Ooh, it might be a head-on collision right now. Oh, they just missed each other. Sad. That would have been head-on collision. It looks like Choi is gonna bring around his cavalry around the base and going straight for the gold that he spotted out earlier. Gonna deny this from Blade. Neither player obviously is going up to Castle Age anytime soon. And a couple of villagers do get taken out. One is trapped, one gets taken out. His third one also gets taken out. He is maintaining a good distance from the TC, so avoiding that TC fire. Really good raid for Choi right now. In response, Blade is building up another wall to wall off that choke point. Knights don't get there in time whatsoever, and more military is getting produced by Choi. We're at 19 right now, and a third stable. Wait, is this third stable? Third stable gets placed down, and second barracks. Choi has walled up this corner too, so that's like a little bit more protection to prevent any raids from swinging around. If a raid does want to happen, it has to swing all the way around this way. Looks like Blade is making his way over there with a scout to try to get a little bit of a peek and some vision, but this is the military that is so successful with the Abbasid against the French, is just going going horsemen and going spears, and then putting one camel or two camels in the mix to get that debuff, because camels do reduce the attack of knights, so of cavalry. So this will be a really good bonus for him. I like how he mixed that in there. And it looks like Blade is pulling around. The only thing he has to be careful of is all of these archers. And so this wall is going to get up, not in time. Is it going to get up in time? Gets up. Oh my gosh. Yes. Nope. No. Does not get up in time. Actually, does get up in time. Those knights are totally trapped right now. Lost 5 villagers to that. 5 villagers, all right. But so Choi is down on the villagers, but all those knights are trapped. They're going to be able to burn their way out. And probably run away because they did see the pretty big military of Choi. I don't know where that group of archers went though. Group of archers is getting pulled back as well. Yeah, and we have a military of 36 out for Choi, 35 or so for Blade. Yeah, but I think he's actually very ready to make a push. I'm gonna check in on his blacksmith. Wait, does Choi not have a blacksmith? He has not built a blacksmith just yet. He is getting phalanx though, and mostly investing in military production buildings. Yeah, he does not have a blacksmith yet. So he's not gonna get those extra upgrades that I would recommend having. Has to be careful to protect these. Oh my gosh, this is a really good push for Choi right now. He is surrounding those archers. Those archers are gonna start dying out. They are trying to focus down these. Oh, they actually are doing a really good job. Blade's doing a really good job of focusing down all these spears, protecting his knights. But he did lose quite a bit of archers. Reinforcements coming in. Yeah, a lot of micro from these players. It seemed like a blob, but I think actually Blade has done a really good job of trying to avoid those spears for his knights. But actually, just kidding. I lie. Takes out all of those knights. I thought they're going to run away. The attack debuff from these camel archers is really, really great for Choi. Choi is sending in more reinforcements and pushing in across the map. Blade is down to a military of 9 right now. Just kidding, down to 6, and has 2 knights on the run back home. This is a place where Choi can really push forward. He doesn't have a blacksmith yet either, so I'm not sure if he's gonna go down with like gonna build or I guess he doesn't need that, but yeah, he obviously doesn't need siege engineering, but he could get some like extra upgrades. Doesn't have enough to build any of those military units in. Blade is responding and trying to store up more military units. He has started going farms right now. He doesn't want to go out here. This is pretty exposed to raids, but it looks like Choi has. Oh yeah, Choi noticed. I think he noticed the spore getting taken up in the corner, or at least is aware of it and sending most of his military over to this area. Knights also making their way back across the field from Blade. They cannot take this fight right now. He can't afford to like lose those knights because he needs those knights for raiding. And I think that's what he's trying to do, is use the knights for raiding. He's taking a fight that he should not be taking. He notices the spears coming up from the back line and makes a run for it. Choi decides not to chase and is heading back towards the front doorstep of Blade's southern side. There's not much going on, guys. Left side, little mini raid coming in from this area, but otherwise I think all is quiet on this side. He has to be careful pulling the villagers back. Spears making their way over to try to do a little bit of protecting. And Blade runs his knights out. I think Choi could afford to like wall this off right now. He could afford to wall it off. But he's just sending in more military into the center of the map. And there come the 2 battering rams that I was waiting for. And I think Blade has pretty much caught up with military units right now. And I think Choi is pulling back his... that is really spotted out by Blade. I don't know why he just pulled back ready enough for the charge. Second ram doesn't actually get fully built. Oh, those guys... Okay, I think only 2 spears went down. Man, those archers could have taken out a lot more of them. He was trying to be careful. Left side of our, looks like a couple of those spears did see these guys, but Blade is going for another deer patch. He walked right by these 2 spears that were hiding there, trying to guard it. They obviously didn't do a really good job guarding. Choi is continuing to grow up military to try to go for a push. In response, Blade has a pretty good diverse group as well. Spears, archers, and knights. And I think he's going to try to respond to this when he knows the push is coming. Choi is sending out more units, building down more military protection buildings. This is all in feudal for both these players. Wow. Villagers take out a horse. Villagers take out a horse. They're on the chase, though. They need to turn around and just go back for the berries right now. Spears finally do spot out several of these guys who were just gathering deer. They head in there, and I think these villagers are actually going to get away because that's... Yeah, they're going to get away. They're definitely going to get away, and both those spears get taken out by Blade, and Blade pushing a little bit forward aggressively, trying to get Choi to go back to his base, heading in to take out a couple of those rams. And it looks like he's going straight into a choke point, and Choi is pulling back, notices how big that military is, and is trying to get him. I don't know if he's trying to do this in like a safer place, more reinforcements coming in, but oh man, those villagers all get taken out. Are gonna get taken out if he's not careful. They're just like, I'm gonna gather deer among this military. Oh, Choi doing a really good job trying to pull around the south side. Totally, oh my gosh, this is great. Captures all of the archers just like he did in the last situation. Yeah, and this looks like it's in Choi's favor right now. Knights are getting pulled out. They are a little bit tankier and stronger, but all of those archers just go down. Oh my gosh, Choi was like, I'm going to make a blade sandwich and just sandwich all those archers in that little choke point right there. I was like, why is he pulling them back so far? Now I get it. Now I get it, Choi. That was really great. That was beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pinch. I don't know if anyone... I think Choi is in the position where he can't afford to age up right now. But most of his investments right now is in farms, and I think he's actually doing more military protection because both players are all in feudal right now. Neither player is in like a safe position, but oh wow, Choi did a really good job of spotting that out earlier. He did lose both his spears, but is completely taking out this farm from Blade, taking the deer patch for his own. Choi was like actually able to age up like soon, but then decided not to go up to Castle Age at all. I think he's both gonna live there. Oh my God, wait. Where is his mill? Is Blade just queuing up? Is this just queued up? Or does that mean he has it? Oh no. Wait. What? Oh, I see. No, he has it. I thought it was like, that was queued. I was like, oh my God, did they just queue that up? I think they have it. They're not researching it. They have it. So interesting. I don't know why it was like that. Is it just late? I feel like that's so late to get wheelbarrow. All right, another raid coming in from Choi. He's just gonna have to run away at this point. Both of the players have a military. Oh my gosh, Choi's military is at 86. Blade is at a military of 51 right now. We've got 30 units up on Choi. And 3 more houses are getting built right now. And here comes a really big push. 1 more ram, 3 more rams, 4 rams. Going in right straight towards those really exposed military buildings. You have to be careful about exposed military production buildings. I am so guilty of just placing them wherever, but these are just like a perfect target for Choi. He's gonna lure everyone in. It doesn't show how much military he does have. Kills the scout. And those military production buildings are getting taken out. Choi is doing a really good push. Keeps most of his archers at the front line. Knight's going in for a dive. Switches over to other units. A lot of microing back and forth, trying to protect his spears. Trying to protect his rams as well. I don't know what the heck is going on. This is... Yep, this is just this. This is this. They are both microing so hard though, because I could tell because like certain units are dying, especially these camel archers live to see another day. All of the cav did die. Like almost all the cav did die. More reinforcement units are coming in for Choi though. You can see them responding, and oh my gosh, and Blade is responding, placing down several more archery ranges as all of his military production buildings are taken out. Villagers did get a pull over here, trying to take out some of those rams, but they are really exposed. This is 11 villagers get pulled. They're gonna clean up both these rams if Choi isn't careful. His military is starting to dwindle right now. Knight's holding strong for this French player for Blade. Blade has a military of 15, but double the size. Choi has 33 more reinforcements on their way. And both the rams get taken out for Choi, and Choi is down with only archers left, and these knights are doing a really good job pushing back. All the archery ranges did get placed down, and we've got 3 more barracks for Blade as well. Really difficult. It put both the players in a really difficult position. I think reinforcements are coming in for Choi right now, sitting at a military of 36, 21 for Blade. Really strong positioning. Those knights just prove time and time again to be really strong. Both players microed the heck out of that battle. I couldn't even see what was going on half the time. Did a really good job protecting his knights. They're healing up as they move down towards the main area of the base, and Blade is living to tell see another day. Choi looks like he's starting to get ready to go up to Castle Age. I do hear the sound go off, and he has selected the Culture Wing. It looks, do you see no, not Military Wing, Culture Ring. So he's heading up into Castle Age. He's pretty aware that Blade is nowhere near going up to the next stage, especially since he did a really strong raid. But Blade is not deterred and heading in towards the base of Choi. He has to be careful to protect these knights though, because those are amazing. Yeah, just heading straight in. Just going straight for the burn right now. I don't know. He looks like he's queued up siege engineering One of the players have queued up siege engineering, I think. Yeah, siege engineering coming through for Blade. So it looks like he's going to try to do a ram push in response. Ooh, archers, run away, run away. Knight's doing a really good job of trying to protect them. Running back into the main area of their base. And it looks like Choi is... I don't think Blade's anywhere near going up to the next stage. So Choi's going to have the advantage where he can build a keep. He can go up to the... have a little bit stronger units right now. There's going to be a small window where Blade can respond. And that's kind of right now, especially since Choi's eco is climbing really, really fast. Yeah, Choi is just like building more military production buildings. He has the wood for it. He has already a fully farmed out economy. There's his 2 blacksmiths on the south side of his base. He's looking really, really strong. Man, he's got so much wood in the bank and it's just building. He's building and building and building and setting out more military production. I think Blade realizes, heard the sound go off, realized he's in a pinch and is saving up to go up to Castle Age as well. Yeah, he's definitely going up to Castle Age. He has to be careful though, because he's actually kind of pushed in this corner and this is his last gold right now. He's only got that as his last gold. I don't think like this, there's this gold over here, which is pretty exposed, center, and then the right side, so. Oh, Blade spots out a really juicy raid right now with a lot of his villagers, or with a lot of Choi's villagers, and takes pretty much all of them out. I think 2 got away? No, 1 got away. Oh no, 2 got away. Nope, just kidding. Just kidding. All of them die and Blade has reached Castle Age. Great response from him. He saw that notification, saved up, and is going up, and it looks like he's queuing up all the upgrades right now. He went with Royal Institute. He does have a pretty big group of knights that he can use. His gold income though is, you know, he has to save up for that gold to get that. So I think Choi realizes that there's been a pretty strong response from Blade, is setting out most of the military units into the center of the map. Blade is putting up a palisade wall. Ooh, these knights are going to spot that out though. They don't spot it out. They just go for the wolf. Oh, hi, doggo. Hi. Oh, no. No, 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 no. I don't care if you need something. You can't ask like that. Thank you. Knights making their way into the base of Blade. Oh, they took out 3 of those villagers. That's a really good response too from Choi. And it looks like knights are pushing their way back into that area of the map. They're gonna try to, they're just gonna run away though. They've got too much of a lead. And it looks like Choi is placing down a keep, building up a couple mangonels. But if we look at military numbers right now, we've got 97 from Choi, 60 from Blade, but that is 15 Royal Knights. And there's only 3 Lancers out for Choi. And so he does have 41 spears. Yes, but like there's a response. There's like a very good counters to like all of these. So like we've got camels in there to debuff some of the strength of the knights, but both players have really good micro. I think both of them were like from StarCraft too, so they kind of have like similar backgrounds in that way. Yeah, here comes a push from Choi. I think he really lost like this window. We're at pop cap for Choi right now. Military of 98. Villagers at 102. Almost pop cap for Blade 2. A couple of upgrades coming in for him. And here comes the military push into the south side of Blade's base. Ooh, those guys are exposed. Those guys are exposed. Ooh, he has to be careful of those mangonels. He just spent a lot of time building those mangonels. Blade notices the keep, runs away. I'm not sure where he's going, if he's going to try to pinch Choi into a difficult position. But he's trying to protect those mangonels. pushing into the base from the south side, and look at all these archers and oh my gosh, and crossbowmen also heading straight towards the mangonels. Has to be careful, can't get too close to them. Springald's also making their way out for Blade. Yeah, those mangonels have to be, those mangonels are super exposed right now. That Springald might just take them out by himself. Yeah, Springald's like, no. See, these Cav have to start running over here. I think they are starting to go over and head out to take out this Springald. They're going to be able to take it out, but not soon enough, as both the mangonels get taken out, and Choi is left without his defense against these arbs and I think archers. I think he has a pretty good mix of archers too. Blade is pushing him out of his base. And if we look at military numbers now, Blade has taken the lead with 71 military units, is placing down a defensive keep right in front of the keep of Choi. Like, very cheeky placement, very fun though. This is going to be a like good mix between both. Yeah, I feel like Keep is getting a couple emplacements in for Choi, and it looks like most of the military is swinging around for Blade. Choi's trying to stay in the safety area of his keep, but unfortunately, I think this is going to lead to a pretty good raid coming in for Blade, especially since most of the economy is kind of open. Hi, girly, what you need? Off, down. Good girl. One gold villager gets picked off. I don't know what these spears are doing, if they have been long gone forgotten. They've been forgotten, but actually they might notice these guys. I don't know what's going on. Most of the battle is happening up here at the center of the map. That keep is getting placed down by Blade, is about to go up. Choi was trying to prevent it as best as he can. I think Blade did lose quite a bit of military units putting that up, but this is going to be a great place for him to send units to kind of create a good base. Yeah, I think actually though, a lot of the units that Blade is feeding into this area have to be careful not to get underneath the keep fire of Choi, especially since Choi got the Springald emplacement. No emplacements just yet for Blade, but he does have a lot of stone income, so I'm not sure if he's going to spend it on that. Oh man, this is like a really good, this was a pretty good raid of men-at-arms too into the main base of Blade. So it seems like they took out a couple of those villagers too. Knights in response, crossbows in response. Yeah, I think there's a big transition into men-at-arms right now, and just a lot of pushing into the center of the map. Both players are at equal military right now, pushed back and forth. Wololo, I hear a Wololo. He was trying to take out those two knights, not successfully, and Blade has stolen one of the relics. Look how tanky these knights are too. That was like no health, and these guys get taken out. Second keep is getting placed down by Blade right now, trying to secure another gold vein as he's run out of gold in his main base. Trebuchet is out for Blade, and Trebuchet is out for Choi, so it's a little bit of back and forth. I just think the timing is just a little bit better for Blade, and now he's bringing out his Springald. There is a Springald emplacement on this keep, but it's not enough to deter these guys. Oh, Trebuchet just gets cleaned up. Oh, insufficient stone. The insufficient stone is just like, you don't want to see that right there. Yeah. But, I mean, he has a window, though, right now. There's another Springald out. Roxy, what do you need? Girl? Down? And we've got more of the military pushing back down. I don't know where Choi is going. He's decided to abandon his keep, going over to the eastern side of the map. This is actually more open, too, for Blade. He does have a keep placed down here, going up with more military production buildings. And look at the eco for Blade. And I hear the sound go off. We're going to see a College of Artillery getting placed down for Blade. So he's going to have those culverins and cannons. and just a heavier siege. And look at that eco backing him right now. Choi is not ready to go up into the next age, spending a lot on more military production. He's got a military of 81, not quite at pop cap yet. Blade is population capacity, is taking out this, he's gonna take that out, that main area. And I don't know, we've got rams getting built up by Choi in response on the south side, or what is this? Middle, I don't know. Eastern side of the map. I think he's gonna try to push in towards this keep right here. But this keep is also not very far either. Do you want to cuddle or something, girly? Why? Do you want to? I don't know. My dog is like very much hovering around me. Blade is like, yeah, I think Choi is trying to save up to go up to Imperial right now. He can respond, and he does have military mass to do so. But man, this is really exposed. He's sending in several rams, has noticed the pretty big mass of Springald, so this will be good. He's keeping most of the area occupied. Hi, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? I like those. So those rams, hey, down. I don't know what you want, girly. It's too late for rams. You think so? Especially when the villagers get pulled. Yeah, when villagers get pulled and are just like, okay, like that ram is totally dead. I don't know why they're not attacking the next ram, but most of the military from Blade is pushing back. Choi is on his way up to Imperial. He is responding quickly, but he does not have the economy that Blade has right now. Like, look at the eco. He can respond with building knights. He's responding with building siege right now, especially because he does have that, he has College of Artillery too. And this is the main grouping of Choi's army right now. Choi has secured a lot of the gold out on the map, and is sending in more reinforcements. He's got several trebuchets on the way. Both players are fighting it out tooth and nail for this possible match point for Blade right now. Yeah, there's a lot of gold. Like, I think a lot of the chat is saying there's like a lot of eco float for both players. I mean, Choi is definitely going up to the next age. Has not population pop capped yet. Blade is pop capped right now, sending out the trebuchets, responding, is making his way into the base of Choi. Oh God, those trebuchets are so exposed. Oh, this has been happening throughout the whole day as Choi has been trying to send out trebuchets. They just get wiped. Totally wiped out. Oh man, and knights are also pushing their way into the main base. And I don't think any raid can stop this, any counter raiding. Choi has a pretty big group of military at his doorstep. It's a military of 62, so not super large, but it's enough. And it looks like Blade is in a really safe position, has a lot of artillery like protecting these Springalds. And we get the tap out from Choi. It looks like it's a clean sweep from Blade.